What's up guys, it's Megan. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a little bit of a different video. I tend to stick to Disney content, but I do sprinkle in a few other things here and there. And if you can't already tell by my shirt and the title of this video, we are actually reviewing my Funko Pop collection, which I have a lot of Lord of the Rings Funko Pops because today is National Hobbit Day, which is so exciting, and so Lena over at the Hall Family Adventures has put together this amazing collaboration to have people celebrate J.R.R. Tolkien and The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. And so if you guys want to catch some of my Funko Pop collection, stay tuned and let's hop into the video. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge Disney fan, but I'm also a very, very big Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit fan. Like I said, I have my Smaug t-shirt on. Lord of the Rings in particular has a tremendous amount of importance to me and in my life. It's something that I will cherish forever. It's something that I can always, lean on when I'm having a bad day, or if I feel like I just really want to reconnect with the characters that are in the stories. The fact that Tolkien was able to create this immense world for all of us to love is something that I will be eternally grateful for. And so in honor to celebrate National Hobbit Day, which is September 22nd, and that is Frodo and Bilbo's birthday, but it's also someone else's birthday in my family. So it's always something that I really enjoy to celebrate and acknowledge for my Lord of the Rings friends. I do have a video that I posted like a long time ago. If you guys want to check that out, I'll put it up there, or whatever corner it goes into. But yeah, I don't have a large Funko Pop collection, although it has expanded quite a bit in the last several years, adding some Disney stuff, specifically the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, because I'm a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan. But I only ever got into collecting Funko Pops through The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. When they initially released the Hobbit Funko Pops, I was like, oh my god, I gotta get these, because Funko Pops weren't as popular as they are now. And they only originally had really some of the characters from some of the Disney movies. Like, you had some princesses, and it was like few and far between of what characters you were seeing. And so when they decided to release the Hobbit ones, I was like, well, gosh, my golly, I gotta get some of these. And then they, several years later, decided to release the Lord of the Rings ones. And so, of course, I had to get some because this was the only collection that I had ever intended of acquiring. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start the collection video. So starting off with some of my larger pops, this is actually one of my more special ones. This in the United States was a Hot Topic exclusive, this gold Smaug one from The Hobbit. And this one is particularly important to me. It's really hard with the ring light, but you could see him, he's gold. And this Smaug has 3 variations. I have all 3, but this one in particular is my favorite because it was, first of all, the hardest to get, and second of all, I had the amazing opportunity to visit New Zealand back in 2016, and I brought this thing home from New Zealand because I found it there in a comic book store. Like, we were just wandering around Auckland and enjoying some of the sights. I was able to do a couple of the Lord of the Rings tours while I was there and visit Hobbiton, but in Auckland we stopped into a comic book store and they happened to have this guy. So this one and another one you'll see coming up is actually one that I brought home from New Zealand. So because of that, he had to fit in my suitcase. I didn't have any bubble wrap or anything, so his box is just dented a little bit. And you'll also see I'm also not a very specific in the box, out of the box collector. Like, half of these are probably in the box and half of them are probably out of the box, so I'm sorry. I know people are really picky about that, but I'm not. I just enjoy them, and I'm not ever gonna sell them. They're for me to enjoy, so whether or not they stay in the box or out of the box, I don't really care. But this one has always stayed in the box. I hit myself in the face. Has always stayed in the box, but this is a very special one to me, this gold Smaug. Next, we have regular black-eyed Smaug. Also, I want to say these are 6-inch figures, so they're a little bit bigger than the other smaller figures. So yeah, this was the like normal variant, or what do you want to call it? I'm not like super into Funko Pop lingo, so if I'm saying everything wrong, please let me know in the comments. But this was the original one. They had 2 exclusive ones, or different chase ones, I guess. Or they had one chase one and then one Hot Topic exclusive one. This was just the regular Smaug, so there he is. Regular Smaug, boom, there he is. Now, onto the Chase Smaug, which he has Sauron eyes, and this, I don't even remember where I got this one, but he's got the yellow eyes there, my little dragon friend. So, yes, that is my Smaug. It's so hard to see with the ring light, but there he is. He's pretty awesome. So those are my 3 variations of Smaug. You gotta love him. My next 6-inch pop is my Treebeard one. Treebeard is one of my favorite characters. Yeah, he's never come out of the box either, but he's just really, really cool. So that's a little bit better. But Treebeard is one of my favorite characters. He's awesome, and yeah, I had to have him in my collection as well. Treebeard, once again, you gotta love him. Okay, so another one that I have that's a little bit larger. I don't know if he can be considered a 6-inch pop or whatever, but this is the Witch King on Fellbeast. I had to take him out of the box because he was so cool. So he, like, look at him. It's just really cool. So I have this one displayed like where I can see it every day. So hello there. Also, the Witch King does come off of the Fellbeast as well, so you can move him around, I suppose. He'd just kind of look weird if he was just like that, but there he goes back onto the Fellbeast for him. So my final 6-inch pop, or my larger pop, is the Balrog. I did take him out of the box only because I think he looks really cool displayed. He just looks really awesome. Like, I mean, look at him. You shall not pass. I just think that this was a really cool pop to display. Once again, I'm going to reiterate, I'm sorry if you're an inbox only collector. I just like to enjoy these for my own pleasure and entertainment, and just to get to look at them. So I thought he looked really cool. So yeah, there's my Balrog. He's got his little wings too, and I think I know which one I have to go to next. Okay, so now that we introduced the Balrog, we have to talk a little bit about this Gandalf. He looks like he pretty much needs a shower and a good meal. So this is my Gandalf, and I don't know, he looks really cool. Once again, I did take him out of the box as well. So I like to keep him next to the Balrog when I display them. I just think it's really cool. Okay, so before we go on to some of my loose pops, I am going to finish some of the ones that are in the boxes, just so you guys can see, and then we can move on to the loose pops. Okay, so this next one I have is the Gollum Barnes & Noble exclusive one. He is invisible, so it's really challenging to see him on camera and in the box. But he was a part of the Lord of the Rings set, and then you have another Gollum. You have 2 more, or you have a couple more variations of Gollum as well. One of them was from the Hobbit one, and that one I believe is like way more valuable, which I do have. I think these are pretty inexpensive still. But yeah, he's invisible. There's a couple invisible pops just because if you guys are familiar with Lord of the Rings, or if you're not, I guess, the ring, if you're wearing the ring, it makes you invisible. So we have a couple different variations of characters being invisible. So that is Gollum right there, a Barnes & Noble exclusive. And by golly, we have another exclusive Barnes & Noble invisible character, which is Frodo Baggins. It's so hard to see these on camera. Yeah, so here is Frodo. He looks pretty weird, invisible, but it's really cool to see if you do happen to see them in person. It's just really cool, the detailing that they put into an invisible character, and I love my invisible little guys. They're so cute. Okay, the next one I have is Galadriel. I do have another Barnes & Noble exclusive one of her too, but this is what she looks like. Cate Blanchett is amazing, and I wish that these were, that's a little bit better. But there's Galadriel. She's one of my favorite characters as well, and she just looks so regal here. I really love having her in my collection as well. Okay, on to the next one, which is Mr. Gimli. Gimli, I feel like I'm gonna say they're my favorite characters, but they really, like, so many of them have such redeeming qualities. They're amazing. And Gimli and Legolas are, I want to say that they're my favorite duo, but it's really hard to choose between like Merry and Pippin and Frodo and Sam, but I do feel like Gimli and Legolas are my favorite duo in the movies and in the books, just because in the movies they have such humor, and the way that they play things off is just, it's like really, it's just so amazing. The amount of balance between, you know, really serious things and comedy and challenges is just, it's fantastic. So this is Gimli. He looks so cute. He has his little axe there, and I just love his beard. The detailing is incredible. So I love having him in my collection. It's so hard to get these without the ring light or reflections from anything, because some of them I really want to keep in the box because I like displaying them like that, but we're getting to the loose pops soon. Okay, the next one I feel like is one of the cooler pops that they designed for Lord of the Rings, which is the Dunarrow King, and I've never taken him out of the box either, but he just looks like he would be so cool to look at. And so this is him right here. He's got so many cool detailing. I just love it. It's so cool. That's his box as well. But if you could see, like, look at him. He looks so cool. I think this is one of the cooler pops that they did make for the Lord of the Rings series, and I'm just really happy to have him in my collection. This next one is a Hot Topic exclusive, which is Elrond. He is also from the Lord of the Rings series, so here we have him right here. Focus. There we go. So he looks also very regal as well, Mr. Elf guy. But I love Elrond. He's so wise, and what an amazing character in the movies and in the books. But yeah, there's the Hot Topic exclusive of Elrond. Okay, the next one that I have in box is Legolas. He is also from the Lord of the Rings series. I don't have any of the Legolas ones from The Hobbit. I wish I did, but those are really incredibly hard to get now. But here we have his bow, and you have my bow. I can't be the only person that had an incredible celebrity crush on Orlando Bloom after he was Will Turner in Pirates of the Caribbean, and then Legolas in Lord of the Rings. Like, yes, that was my first celebrity crush, and there he is in Funko Pop form. He's one of my favorite characters too. Okay, so like I said earlier, I do have a Galadriel Barnes & Noble exclusive. This is when she's like all evil with the ring and don't tempt me, Frodo. And she was like, I resisted it, which was pretty cool. But here she is. I love Galadriel. She looks so cool here too. Like, I'm trying to get the whole box for you guys, but the ring light is hard. But here she is, the Barnes & Noble exclusive. She's really cool to have in the collection as well. Next we have Boromir. Boromir is my dad's favorite character. I feel like he doesn't get a lot of love, which he should, because he truly is a great character. But here we have Mr. Sean Bean, and he is Boromir, and that goatee though. Look at that. So he looks really awesome in Funko Pop form. Finally, our last boxed pop is Aragorn. I mean, what an incredible character Aragorn is. I can't even tell you, like, most of his lines in the movie make me just want to cry because how profound they are and how beautiful they are, and I just really love his character. So yes, here is Aragorn, our king, and there's definitely other versions of him, but this is the only version, unfortunately, that I have of him. So maybe in the future I'll be able to get more, but this is the only one I have of him. Okay, on to some loose pops now. We have Sauron right here. he is pretty awesome, but I'm gonna try and go through these faster so you guys don't have to watch like a 30-minute video. So here's Sauron. He's our next one. Next, we have Saruman. He is, oh my gosh, he looks so cool. And I just love Christopher Lee. Oh my gosh. What an incredible man he was. Just, I feel like we were so blessed by his presence in the movie. So anyway, there is Saruman. Next, we have this crouching Gollum from the Lord of the Rings series. He definitely looks like Gollum. The other one from the Hobbit series doesn't necessarily look like, I feel like it looks like a weirder version of Gollum, but he's still pretty cool. So there he is. So next we have the Nazgul. I think this is one of the cooler ones that I get to display because it like literally doesn't have a face and it's so creepy, but it works so well and it's perfect. So here he is, our little guy right here with his little belt. Oh yeah. Next from the Hobbit series, we have Tauriel. I know everyone like really didn't like her, but I liked Tauriel and I think she was pretty cool. So Tauriel and some of the Hobbit Funko Pops are a little bit more difficult to find just because they're a little bit older and they have sort of a newer, like the Funko Pops now I feel like have a newer design. So she is pretty awesome. I love the braid detailing and I really like having her in my collection. From the Lord of the Rings series, we have Frodo right here, and then alongside that, we have the Frodo chase. So actually, when these originally came out, I pre-ordered them, and the first pre-order box that I got, I pulled the chase. So I was like, oh my gosh, now I have to get the real Frodo. And so it was really cool to pull a chase on my first pre-order for them. So these are my two variants of Frodo from the Lord of the Rings release, and they're pretty awesome. So this is like, I don't know, stabbed Frodo. I don't know what he's considered, but when he got stabbed with the Morgul blade, and his face is blue. I'm blue, dabba-dee-dabba-die. And he's got that cool, like, veiny look. And then this is regular Frodo from the Lord of the Rings collection. So here we have the Gollum from the Hobbit collection. If you could see, he looks a little bit different than the other Gollum versions. And he's just a little bit more square. He kind of looks like super muscly, like right here, which is a little strange. But he's really cool to have it, like having the different variations of Gollum. And yeah, there he is, Mr. Gollum. So Azog the Defiler is also the other pop that I carried home from New Zealand. His box was a little bit smaller, but here he is, and he's really, really awesome. I hope that the lighting is coming through for you guys too, but here is Azog. I think he's one of the harder pops to get now from the Lord of the Rings Hobbit collection overall, so it's pretty cool that I have him. So next we have Samwise Gamgee. I think Sam is probably my favorite character out of everyone. I talk about that quite frequently just because of his heart and his bravery. Oh my, they even have like really hairy feet too, if you could see that. But I can't speak more highly of Sam as a character and his heart that he chose in the books and the movies. I am just very, his character and his sense of morality is very admirable. So I really, really love Sam. I have another version of the Witch King here, and he's got this little fiery blade, and I am no man. But he's just really awesome, the Witch King, and it's so cool to have different variations of him as well. This next one is an invisible Bilbo. This is a little bit more opaque than some of the other invisible ones, just because I think they changed how they made these invisible characters. But this one was from the Hobbit collection, so it was just a little bit older, but you could kind of see some of the detailing of Bilbo right there. So there's Invisible Bilbo. And the final pop that I have from my Lord of the Rings Hobbit collection to share with you guys today is my my Ring Wraith one, and he glows in the dark. It's super cool. He's just really awesome. This was also a Hot Topic exclusive, and he's just so cool. He's really, really cool. thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch my Lord of the Rings Hobbit Funko Pop collection. I hope you enjoyed it. I did a much shorter video a long time ago, like several years ago, talking about them. I have added a few more Funko Pops to my collection, and I just really love talking about the Lord of the Rings, and we've definitely had some streams about the Lord of the Rings and other fun things to celebrate it. So enjoy, celebrate this Hobbit day, and please go check out all the other videos that are part of this collaboration. Thanks to Lena for putting it together. See all my little children over here. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. See you real soon. Bye.